Alam niyo po, Amoris Laetitia is a Latin term. Amores means love. Laetitia means joy. The joy of love. Pero alam niyo po, itong salitang joy, malalim po ang ibig sabihin nito. Hindi lamang po ibig sabihin nito yung saya, yung lagi kang masaya, o yung lagi kang tumatawa. So joy is something deeper than happiness. Why? Because happiness, as the term connotes, is dependent on what is happening around you. Kaya nga happiness ang tawag natin eh. Because it is very much dependent on what is going on, what is happening around you. Kapag maganda ang nangyayari sa paligid mo, naturally you are happy. Masaya ka. But when things are no longer going on according to plan, magiging masaya ka pa ba? Will you still be joyful? Yun po ang pagkakaiba ng Laetitia. That is the difference with joy. Because joy is not dependent on what is happening around you. Hindi lamang yan saya. Yan ay tinatawag nating ligaya o kaya naman galak. No? Yan yung bati ng anghel kay Maria, di ba? Nung dinalaw ni Anghel Gabriel si Maria, hindi naman niya sinabing, masaya ka, Maria. Di ba? Anong bati ni Gabriel? Magalak ka, Maria. Be joyful, Mary. Because what Mary will experience ay hindi puro kasayahan. In fact, no, nung dinala nga ni Maria yung sanggol sa templo, ang unang bati sa kanya ni Simeon, sabi niya, ang puso mo ay tuturukan ng balaraw. Your heart will be pierced with a sword. So when Mary was chosen to be the mother of God, it was not a walk in the park. Hindi laging magiging masaya ang kanyang buhay, pero laging magiging puno ng galak ang kanyang buhay. Why? Because joy is an in-depth feeling of peace and tranquility that you are living a life according to the will of God. Yun ang joy eh. Kaya minsan, kahit na hindi perpekto ang nangyayari sa paligid mo, you can still be joyful. Kahit na hindi ka laging tumatawa, you can still be joyful. Because joy is not dependent on what is happening to you. Joy is not dependent on your circumstances. It is dependent on your character. At yan yung gustong ituro sa atin ni Pope Francis. Nung sinabi niyang, love will bring us joy, the joy of love, itinuturo niya sa atin na ang galak na idudulot ng pag-ibig ay isang galak na nangyayari o nanggagaling sa kaalaman that we are living a life in accordance with the divine plan. Okay? So yan po talaga yung ibig sabihin ng Amoris Laetitia. It is about the plan of God for love and marriage in the family. And that is what Pope Francis wanted us to rediscover. Hopefully, we will discover once again the beauty of love and how this love will bring us the joy that our hearts are looking for. Okay? So, Amoris Laetitia, ito po ay isang post-synodal apostolic exhortation at ito po yung complete title. Amoris Laetitia of the Holy Father Francis, written for the bishops, priests, deacons, consecrated persons, Christian married couples, and all faithful on the love of the family. So yan po yung complete title ng dokumento. And if you look at the first line of the document, ito po yung sinabi doon. The joy of love experienced by families is also the joy of the church. Ano po ang gustong sabihin sa atin dito ni Pope Francis? Joy, the joy of man is the agenda of the church. The joy of man is also the agenda of God. If there is something that God wills for humanity, and if there is something that the church wills and longs for humanity, for both man and woman, it is to experience joy. At sana po, when we are confronted with, for example, the laws of God, the laws of the Scriptures, the laws of the church, sana maunawaan natin, it was meant to bring us joy. Hindi laging masaya, hindi laging madali, pero kapag ito ay ating ginawa, kapag ito ay ating sinunod, this will bring us a deeper sense of joy, a joy that the world cannot give, a joy that only God can give. Alam niyo, minsan meron po akong nakitang cartoon strip, dalawang magkaibigan. Yung isang kaibigan niya, nagagalit siya dun sa mga commandments of the church, the commandments of God. At ang sabi niya dito, I hate being confined by this fence. I am jumping over it. At kung inyong mapapansin, ang title ng fence is God's command. So, he looks at God's command as a fence that restricts his freedom. Ang sabi ng kanyang kaibigan, wait, it's not a fence. Pero ang sabi ng kaibigan niya, no, I will jump over it. And then ano yung nangyari? In the second image, nakita natin, sabi ng kanyang kaibigan, it's a guardrail. It's a guardrail. Mga kapatid, ano po yung pagkakaiba ng fence at guardrail? A fence is something that restricts your movement. A fence is something that takes away your freedom. And therefore, a fence is something that takes away your joy. But what is a guardrail? A guardrail is something that safeguards your freedom. Actually, it makes you more free. Okay? It liberates you. A guardrail is something that safeguards your joy. And therefore, the more you submit to the commands of God, the more you flourish, the more you become free, and the more joyful you become. Mga kapatid, yan po ang layunin ni Pope Francis when he wrote Amoris Laetitia, the joy of love. Because he wants us to discover the joy that the commands of God bring to the individual, to the family, and to the world at large. When we look at the document, Amoris Laetitia, ito po yung laman ng document. It is composed of 9 chapters. Chapter 1, it speaks of in the light of the Word. Pinapaalala sa atin dito that Jesus is the Word of God who became flesh. Bakit? Para ipaalala sa atin that faith and religion is not only a matter of codes and restrictions. It is a matter of configuration to the person of Christ. Kaya ipinakita ni Pope Francis, Jesus is the personification of the love and joy of God. And the more we configure ourselves to the person of Jesus, the more free and joyful we become. In the second chapter, pinapakita dito the experiences and the challenges of the family. So, magpe-painting ang Holy Father. Ano ba yung mga pagsubok na hinaharap ng pamilya ngayon? And then the third chapter, we look to Jesus. At ano ba yung panawagan ni Jesus para sa atin, sa pamilya? We look to the family of Jesus. Dahil si Jesus, hindi naman lumitaw na lang bigla as an adult in our world. Jesus also came into the world through the family and in the family. So do you want to understand what the family is? Let us look at the family of Jesus. The family at Nazareth, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Chapter 4 is about love in marriage. Ayan. Ano ba yung pag-ibig? Paano ba natin ito mauunawaan? Chapter 5, love made fruitful. One of the characteristics of love, it's always procreative. It is fruitful. At ang tinatawag natin fruitful dito, hindi lamang fruitful in a physical sense, but it is also fruitful in an integral sense because it will promote the overall flourishing of the human person. Chapter 6, dito po lumalabas yung mga pastoral perspectives. Ito po ay paalala naman sa mga pari, sa mga madre, sa mga family life organizations, sa mga family-oriented groups. Pinapaalala sa atin, paano ba nating sasamahan ang pamilya sa kanilang paglalakbay dito sa mundo? And how will we accompany them in their vocation to family life? So pastoral perspective, paano tayong magpapastol? Katulad ng isang pastol na inaalagaan ang kanilang tupa. Chapter 7, towards a better education of children. Focus now on the children. No? Paano nating aalagaan ang mga bata? Alam nyo, magandang chapter ito kasi anong tinuturo ni Pope Francis? Lagi nating naririnig, let us leave a better world for our children. But you know what is better? Let us leave better children for the world. Kasi gaano man kaganda yung mundong iiwan natin sa mga bata, kung hindi nila alam paano alagaan ito, if they are not well-formed, they themselves will destroy this world. So we do not only live a better world for our children, we also live a better children for the world. Kaya mahalaga yung paghuhubog ng mga bata. Chapter 8, dito po yung guiding, discerning, and integrating weakness. Ito po actually yung isa sa pinakamahalagang chapter ng Amoris Laetitia. Kasi dito lumalabas yung mga ipinapaalala ni Pope Francis kung paano natin aalagaan ang pamilya. If we want to appreciate Amoris Laetitia, let us look at the whole document. And then chapter 9, it is the spirituality of marriage and the family. So ang marriage ay hindi lamang asosasyon. It is actually a spirituality. And marriages will be successful if we live it according to a certain spirituality. So yan po yung laman ng Amoris Laetitia in a nutshell. 3 words that summarize Amoris Laetitia. 3 words. Ano po yung 3 words na yon? I call it continuity, synodality, and corresponsibility. Okay? Ulitin ko po. Continuity, synodality, corresponsibility. Now, bakit ko po tinawag na continuity? Because kapag binasa po natin ang Amoris Laetitia, makikita nyo naman that many things that Pope Francis wrote in Amoris Laetitia is actually a continuity of what the past magisteriums taught and wrote about marriage and the family. Pag binasa po natin yung kabuuan ng Amoris Laetitia, at hindi lamang tayo magfo-focus doon sa certain aspects that have become quote-unquote controversial in the past, makikita natin, Amoris Laetitia is in continuity with the past magisteriums, with the writings of Pope John Paul II, with the writings of Pope Benedict. Makikita po ninyo that everything that can be found in Amoris Laetitia is in continuity with the teaching and the consistent reminder of our past magisterium. So yan yung unang characteristic ng Amoris Laetitia. The first word, continuity. Second word, synodality. Synodality. Nako, lagi niyo pong maririnig itong salitang ito beginning today and onwards. Synodality. Lalong-lalo na in the magisterium of Pope Francis, paboritong salita po ito ni Pope Francis. So ano pong ibig sabihin talaga ng synod or synodality? Literally, it means with you on the way. Or walking together. Or it also means journeying together. So yan po yung another meaning of the word synod, synodality. It is journeying together. So when you apply that to the popes, the bishops, and the priests coming together or meeting together to decide on an important church matter that we call a synod, this is an expression of the church walking with her flock. Ito yung larawan ng simbahan na nakikilakbay kasama ng mga taong bayan, ng mga sumasampalataya. Ito yung image of the pastor working and walking together with his people. This is the image of the shepherd walking with the sheep. So yan po ang ibig sabihin ng synodality. And Amoris Laetitia, yan po yung gustong ituro ni Pope Francis. Especially in chapter 8. Alam niyo yung chapter 8, diyan makikita talaga yung synodality. Na ang sabi ni Pope Francis, sana yung mga pastors ng simbahan ay makita po tayo. I am now talking to all the shepherds, to all the pastors, or maybe even educators na nagtuturo ng mga tao. Sana makita tayo, hindi lamang people who give the faithful rules to follow. Sana makita tayo as shepherds accompanying the sheep. Hindi sapat yung nag-iwan tayo ng batas and then we leave people to follow it on their own. We cannot simply do that. Kung magbibigay man tayo ng katuruan o batas, ang sabi ni Pope Francis, let us show people how to live it. And not only show, let us journey with them. Let us accompany them even in their struggle on living it out. At sana, while we journey with them, maunawaan natin na their journey will not always be perfect. May mga pagkakataon na yung kanilang pagsunod sa mga batas na ito ay hindi laging naaayon sa kalooban ng Diyos. Synodality tells us, sana wag tayong maging mabilis sa paghusga. Sana we accompany them. Kasi kapag nakinig muna tayo, anong mararamdaman ng mga pinakikinggan natin? They will feel understood. They will feel loved. They will feel cared for. When people feel cared for, they don't mind being confronted with the truth. And when they feel confronted with the truth, they will respond to the truth. At sana, yan yung maging larawan ng simbahan natin. Yan yung gusto ni Pope Francis na maging larawan ng simbahan natin. It doesn't mean a church that will not confront. It doesn't mean a church that will not lecture. But it does mean a church that will listen and a church that will care. Ayun, no? So yan po yung ibig sabihin ng synodality. At sana maisabuhay natin yan through the inspiration of Amoris Laetitia. Okay? So yan po yung pangalawang word. Ano nga yung unang salita? Continuity. Pangalawa, synodality. At ang pangatlo, I call it co-responsibility. Co-responsibility. Kasi in the last chapter of Amoris Laetitia, Francis spoke about the spirituality of marriage. At dito makikita natin, binibigyan ni Pope Francis ang married people ng vocation, a calling. Hindi kayo tinuturuan lamang. You are also co-workers with us. In fact, no, sana maunawaan natin, yung clergy people, yung mga pare, mga madre, mga katekista, o people in the religious life, they only constitute maybe 1% of the total population. Ano yung 99%? Married people. O kaya naman people who live in the world, who live in the secular world. So if there are people who will bring the gospel, the joy of love, the Amoris Laetitia in the world, hindi lamang yung 1% ito. Dapat yung 99% kasama natin. Itinuturo, ipinapahayag the joy of love, Amoris Laetitia. Kaya in the last chapter of Amoris Laetitia, yun yung challenge na ibinibigay ni Pope Francis. My dear married people, my dear baptized people, my dear Christians, you have a responsibility. You are co-responsible. At yun yung hamon na sana ay iyakapin natin. Maraming salamat po sa panonood, sa pagkikinig. God bless you. And once again, let us discover Amoris Laetitia, the joy of love.